Maybe your volume. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Uh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but just slightly.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, a little bit, yes.
Can
I
you hear
can
me
hear you
now?
now. Can you hear me?
Yes. So now can you introduce yourself first?
Yes, well, hello, my name is Melissa. I'm 30 years old. I am from Mexico, but I've lived all my life in the United States of America. I've studied between Mexico and the US. I've been a teacher now for 12 years now, teaching all over the world. I've been teaching in South America, North America, China, Vietnam. I'm currently living in Vietnam at the moment in Ho Chi Minh City. I'm experienced with younger learners, with kids, with teenagers, and also adults. I have a degree in the University of Education teaching English as a second language. I also have some Cambridge preparation and a TESOL certificate.
How long have you been teaching in Vietnam?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you anymore.
How long have you been teaching in Vietnam?
Okay, in Vietnam, it's been over 3 years now. So I am pretty familiar with the methods and strategies in Vietnam and also the students.
So do you want to work in another country? Sorry, another city or province?
Yes, well, my plan at the moment is to go to Da Nang. I want to live there and have a stable job there. So that's why I'm looking and seeking for another opportunity.
So what are your strengths and your weaknesses?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What are your strengths and your weaknesses?
Okay, I think I'm, very creative. I'm very flexible. I'm very dedicated as a teacher. I have lots of experience. Maybe my weaknesses would be that I think sometimes you need a little bit more patience in the classroom with the students and to adapt, right, in different situations. But I think as a teacher, I'm really creative in my classroom.
And so how about your experience? Have you ever tell me about your experience, teaching experience?
Yes. Well, my teaching experience with the young learners, with the little ones, um, I follow a routine always in my classroom. The methods I use, okay, are always approaching dynamic lessons, fun lesson plans. I'm very comfortable with planning a lesson for them. I can also include all the multiple intelligences for every kind of student, including lots of visuals, lots of educational games, setting routines, okay, introducing vocabulary in different ways that the student can, interact with the teacher and feel comfortable in the classroom. And I think, well, speaking English so they can have fun with it and eventually they could, like English.
And
With the teenagers, I go with the teenagers. I also like to use lots of fun ways to introduce grammar, vocabulary, to have a structured lesson. Okay, have a good communication between teacher and student. As they get, input, I also want them to produce English. Okay, and I think test and always, communicating with them to see their difficulties and what they're learning and being aware of their development is important.
So, and how was your, so you said that you have some experience when you did with the children and teenager. So imagine that you are,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. One more time.
so you said that you have some experience when you work with teenagers and children, right? So can you tell me, can you describe an activity and you do your activity in your class?
Yes, of course, with
And
teenagers.
after
For
that,
example, maybe a reading.
after that, I need you to do a demonstration in front of me, Demonstration class right now in front of me.
Oh, you want me to do a demo, like if you're the student? Okay, well, that's gonna be. Okay, well, let's see. So you're a teenager, right? We're going to, well, always welcome questions. How are you today? My name is Melissa. What's your name?
My name is Tony.
Okay, you would answer. Then we would talk more. What's the weather like today? What day is today? Normal introduction, okay? If we're going to, for example, see action verbs today, okay, we would present vocabulary. So everybody, I use lots of technology in my classroom, so please look at the board, repeat. What can you see? Okay? What is he doing? Yes, he's walking, running. Okay, so I drill vocabulary, right? Lots of repetition, correct pronunciation. First vocabulary. So then, by then, we present vocabulary in a concept, more as a sentence. Okay? And, of course, activity. Okay? Something fun for them to drill vocabulary. There's lots of games I would do, for example. There's a sumo game, okay, where you need to guess the flashcard of your partner, work in teams. Lots of team activities, right? There's also, okay, go writing on the board, a race board, okay, between 2 or more teams. So presenting vocabulary, then completing maybe the sentences, okay, using the vocabulary word, checking pronunciation. Then after that, we can go more as a reading activity to practice all 4 skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Okay? So after that, we would listen, fill the gap. Okay? A lot of mimic action. I always like to move my hands, speak slowly. It's important so the students can understand. Okay? And obviously previous, I would go book activity, lots of visuals, flashcards, videos. And at the end also, it's important to wrap up the class, right? To see what they've learned, if the concept is clear for them, if the vocabulary or grammar is clear for them, okay? And always be flexible for their questions.
Okay. And how about your with the children? With the children, can you?
Children, okay. Children is different approach. Why? Because there's lots of songs, lots of rhymes, so they can, get familiar with vocabulary in other ways. There's lots of touching also. They like to touch, match, okay, connect, color. So of course I would introduce good morning song, feelings, how do you feel today? They can touch flashcards, I feel happy, I feel sad. After that, okay, we can do a little bit of a game where they have to connect flashcards, match, race, sticky balls. I think for them it's lots of songs, lots of visuals, and also probably lots of work and activities where they have to color, they have to cut, they have to match, setting a routine, and lots of repetition with them. Okay, so they can also, get the vocabulary and I can check pronunciation, as well as working in teams. Because even though they're little, they can do that. They're really fast learners.
And so, what is your expectation?
I can't hear you.
What is your expectation?
My expectation.
Yes, in the future.
In the future, well, I am an experienced teacher. I'm looking for a job where I can feel happy, comfortable, where I know I can bring my professional advice. I can bring lots to a new job as an English teacher and also learn from others. Um, my expectation, well, now is I want to move to Da Nang, have a stable job, okay, have a full-time contract. So those are my expectations for now.
So I will get back to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you for your interview and good
Oh,
day.
okay. Thank you so much, Tony. We'll have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.